would you do if you had $1 million?
I'd go to Nashville, sing professionally.
I didn't know you were a singer. You sing country music?
What kind of music is there?
Yep. Wow.
I got a really dumb idea I'd like to run by you. I think something bad's going down.
Have a look at the newest addition to my humble little collection, a Lakota Indian ghost shirt.
What's up? Right now, I'm apparently in the middle of a goddamn murder spree.
The world is so full of bad things, it's frightening. Especially if you're alone.
The waitress is here?
Goddamn right I am.
I grew up in a trailer, kind of like Cal's trailer. I had a mom, a little bit like Cal's mom, traumatized teenage single mother. I was kind of a weird loner kid, watched a lot of Westerns. I was just drawn to this little, violent scenario that had some autobiographical juice to it. And then I just kind of then the rest of the story kind of emerged with me trying to make a bigger story in which that kind of made sense. And so that was really kind of the seed. And then I just kind of started populating this world with other characters, some drawn from my life, some inspired by Western archetypes that I was wanting to update. And then it just kind of took on a life of its own.
You found him snooping around. Kid says he said he will.
So I play the character Ghost Eye, and Ghost Eye, what appealed to me was, he was kind of based on some of the heroes that I grew up with within my culture. Russell Means, Dennis Banks, he's the leader of a social movement called the Red Thunder Society, which basically is protecting his culture and pressing on social issues that are facing his people. So what appealed to me was, I based it on those heroes that I had growing up, which was, people of the American Indian movement. So it was a pleasure to see that Tony wrote about some of those heroes that I had.
Yeah, well, I should have the ghost shirt. After this weekend? Yeah. Well, but if you're gonna want me to hold you in first position, I'm gonna need some sort of guarantee. Yeah, of course, pending authenticity and condition and so on.
So Roy, I would actually like to say he fancies himself a modern day cowboy, but really he's not a cowboy. He's more of a city slicker who is in this Western world or this, South Dakota cowboy world, but really he's more of a businessman and a hustler. So I think he fancies himself more of a cowboy. He came from the big city and is living in this Western themed world in dealing with, artifacts, and he's really just trying to make a buck. So he thinks he's a cowboy more than he really is, and he dresses the part, but really he's not. He's a city guy. So that's kind of fun to play.
I think I'm out of your guys' hair. It was a nice, easy day. It was a good first day of second round. Come on. Right on. Nice work. Yeah, thanks.
Lefty Ledbetter is a really sweet guy who has a lot to give and wants to give that to a woman or a family or something. But I think he's, like most people, probably a victim of social awkwardness, a victim of maybe not fitting in the era he was born, and sort of is destined to become this kind of sweet old man who's alone. I don't have a fancy job. I don't drive a fancy car. I'm not a part of any kind of country club. But I have a nice house, a strong back, and a heart full of love to give. This world is so full of bad things. It's frightening. No, I'm not very excited. I don't.
I play Penny Jo Poplin, and she lives in a small town. She is a waitress at the local diner, and she dreams of being a country singer like Dolly Parton. She has so many country idols, and she just hopes that she gets out and she can live a bigger life than what she's living, because she knows there's more out there than what is currently in front of her. And she has a hard relationship with her mother, who always puts her down and doesn't listen to her, because the way she talks kind of separates her from her friends and the rest of the world. And the only way that she feels confident and free is when she sings. Well, I hope it goes well. Maybe you should work on memorizing the index cards so you don't have to use them.
Good idea.
And I can almost hear the echo of the thoughts that I know.
Warm up?
Thank you.
Warm up?
Thank you. Hey,
Mandy is a really complex character, which is something I really like about her. You know, through the process of kind of figuring out who she is, I went through a lot of ideas. You know, is she a villain? Is she not a villain? Is she a victim? Is she not a victim? You know, she grew up in a place that had very little hope for someone like her. She lives under this protective mask.
hey, has he seen me?
Who?
That guy over there with the tattoos.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, thank God. That son of a bitch would rat me out. I don't have permission to be out of the house right now.
I think he's getting ready to leave. Hold on.
Hello? A ghost shirt?
Why do you want it?
I would prefer it to be in the hands of someone such as myself who could actually appreciate it. If someone were to make an effort to liberate that garment, I would pay
$500,000, really.
That's what the man said. Okay, fair enough.
I got like $1 million artifact in the trunk of my car.
Listen to me. I just smashed that son of a bitch's head in. I'm gonna get us out of here. My home is here, in the Great Spirit. What am I supposed to say to that?
Have you seen an old Indian show?
The white woman has it.
What white woman? Your mom? Your sister? Who?
I am the reincarnation of Sitting Bull.
Come on, kid. This ain't exactly the golden age of cultural appropriation right now.
I remember more horses in my day. What do you want?
The ghost shirt. It's ours.
I don't think we should do this.
That thing is worth a lot of money.
All I want is the artifact.
Be any good?
At singing, I'm a hidden gem.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sweeney.